Okay, so this is Guitar II for La Cucaracha Trio, arranged by Andrew Forrest. So for this video, you want to make sure that you're following along with your score. Where we are starting is on the downbeat of measure 18, and we're not worrying about all this up here. So for measures 18, 19, and 20, you're playing on the same three strings, which are strings 2, 3, and 4, and you're holding the same left hand position. So you're on the second string, you're holding a C, third string is a G, and fourth string's an E. So it's this positions for measure 18, 19, and 20. What really makes this work is I prepare my middle finger on the second string, index finger on the third string, and my thumb on the fourth string, so that whatever those notes are, I know every time I hit a C, I always use my M. Every time I hit a G, I always use my I. Every time I hit that E, I always hit P. So the pattern changes. So for measure 18, it goes M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I. M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I. Then the pattern changes. P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M. P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M. And then it changes again. I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P. I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P. Together. Okay, measure 23, 24, and 25 are very similar to 18, 19, and 20. What makes them similar is that it's still on strings 4, 4, 3, and 2. You're planning P on 4, I on 3, and M on 2. What's nice about 21, 22, 23 is that they're just the open strings. The open B on the second string, the open G on the third string, and the open D on the fourth string. So, like measure 18 through 20 with the changing patterns, it does it again here. So here it's M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I. M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I. Then it's P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M. P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M. Then it's I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P. I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P. And then an M on the downbeat of measure 26 with that open B on the second string. The interesting thing to note for measures 18 through the downbeat of 24 is that on every measure on beat 1, the end of beat 2, and beat 4, you have these little arrow things. Those are not dynamic markings, those are accent markings. So what it basically is telling you to do is just put a little bit more of an accent on those beats. Sounds like this. Sort of get to hear a melody starting to stick out in this guitar part 2. So now I'm looking at measures 24 and 25 having 25 end with a repeat symbol going back to measure 18. So I will play measures 24, 25, and 18. And then you're back in the repeat. So what happens at measure 24? We have an open B, B, A, B, A, G, F. So it's an open B, second string, an open B again, second string, C, first fret, second string, open B, second string again, second finger goes down to the A, third string, second fret, second finger. Then we play an open G, which is the open third string, then an F, right there, third fret, third finger, fourth string, and then we do this lick. So we go back to where we were holding second finger on E, second fret, fourth string, first finger on C, second string, first fret, and do a, and then an E, open G, and an accented G. And then we go back to the Alright, I'm looking at the second ending of measure 25. It has that bracket over it. The notes we see are E, C, G, E, C, G, E, C, and then it goes to measure 28. The E on the second ending of measure 25 is on the fourth string, second fret, second finger. Bam. The C is on the second string, first fret, first finger, like that. And then in between is the open G on the third string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're planning your P, your thumb, on the fourth string. You're planning I on the third string, the open G, and you're planning M on the second string, and you're going P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M. So beginning on measure 18 through the repeated section, we've been playing this pattern that regardless of the notes over here, that in the right hand we have our thumb continuously planted on the fourth string, index on the third string, and M on the second string. So the three big patterns are M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I. You can loop that as many times as you need. The other pattern is P, M, I, P, M, I, P, M, and you can loop that one. The next one is I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P, and you can loop that as many times as you want to. So that's like the right hand finger style of what's going on. When we get to measure 28 through 34, 35, 36, we go into something that sounds familiar to Guitar 1. So let's talk about that. When we get there, we change our right hand fingering pattern to something that more resembles alternating I and M, which is exactly what you do. So, measure 28 through 29. 28 begins on beat 2. We have E, 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 G, G. And then on 29's downbeat, E to a C. So that looks like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. So the E's are on the 4th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 2 and 3 and then you switch up to the G's, the 2 open G's on the 3rd string, then the open E on the 6th string, and the C, 1st fret, 2nd string, 1st finger. Measures 30 through 31. It begins on beat 2, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The notes are E, F, E, D, C, E, D, B. So everything is on the 1st and 2nd string. So E, F, E is just open 1st string, 1st fret 1st string, open 1st string. D, C, E. D is 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. C is 1st finger, 1st fret, 2nd string, and then an open E on the 1st string, and then another D on that 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and then an open B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Measures 32 and 33 have the exact same rhythm as measures 28 and 29. The only thing that's different are the notes. So on measure 32 through 33, it starts on beat 2, open D, D on the 4th string, open G, G on the 3rd string, open B, B on the 2nd string, and then a D, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then an open B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're at measure 34. E, F, E, D, C, B, C, G. Comes in on beat 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it goes E, F, E, D, C, B, C, G. The E, F, E is on the 1st string, open, 1st fret, open, E, F, E, D, 2nd string, 3rd fret, C, 2nd string, 1st fret, B, open 2nd string, and then a C, 2nd string, 1st fret, and then an open G on the 3rd string. 1, 2, and 3. And then this part, we're into the first measure of the first ending. The second half of the first ending starts on beat 2, E, E, G, G, C, C, and then we repeat up to measure 29. The E's are on the 4th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, E, E, then 2 open G's on the 3rd, and then 2 C's, and then we're back at, so here it is from measure 34 to the beginning of measure 29 with the repeat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and